Michael, dude, nobody's surprised by this. Hideo Kojima had plenty of offers for a Death Stranding movie, but chose A24 because he wants, quote, to make a slightly different kind of film with A24, end quote. David Carcassoli over at PSU, actually a friend of the show, good friend of mine now. It's very cool.
Nice.
He likes to cover some of my friends' articles once in a while too. Not something to see very often, so it's neat. Death Stranding is being adapted into a film, something that feels inevitable looking back considering that it already had a Hollywood-packed cast. The movie is still in its early days in the sense that it has not yet begun filming or any full production work. But we're already starting to get an idea of what this movie will be, or more accurately, what it won't be. In a recent interview with Famitsu, legendary creator Hideo Kojima spoke about how he had a lot of offers from different studios wanting to make a Death Stranding movie. We know that in the end, A24 won out, and Kojima explained why that was, and also clarified that he's not directing the movie, just working as a producer on it. Quote, I have no intention of directing it myself, so I am involved with the producer in terms of the plot, etc. The other film companies that had approached me had mostly offered me to make it with a big budget and lots of explosions, but I didn't want that. I want to make a slightly different kind of film with A24, end quote. Dude, there isn't really, like, it's not an explosive game. It is a walking simulator. For me, I could not get into this game for the life of me, unfortunately. I know people like, yo, I loved it. We were talking to Alton the other day about it, and he's like, yo, like this, he loved the chill aspect of it and just walking through. And I just, man, I couldn't do it. So here's what I'm hoping, Michael, is that the movie explains the game to me.
Yeah, there's quite a different ways that they could go with this movie. You're right, I'm with you. Got into it, was one of those, like, I understand the concept. I can see why people love it. Not for me. Never really fell for it. There are definitely some cool moments. You said Alton was telling us about some fun moments you can have. Definitely saw some clips on social media that were like, okay, this game looks fun when things happen. But yeah, I'm with you. So I'm excited for this movie. I'm optimistic. I feel like we talk about it all the time. For every game movie that absolutely blows up, you get one like the Borderlands movie. That was an absolute disaster. So I'm glad that Kojima basically was like, look, I picked the studio that I think is going to make it the best enjoyable for him, because if he loves it, I'm sure that means we're going to love it. I'm very curious to see which way this one goes. As you said, feels like we're probably still 2-3 years away if they haven't even begun filming or even any production work yet, so they're probably in the script writing. So by the time this comes out, will we even remember Death Stranding? That's a good question, but I hope this movie to be good. I'm with you. I hope it explains it. I hope it makes it, you know, I think I'd be on the humorous side. I think there's a lot of potential, but yeah, I hope this is just a good movie, because we just need more good video game movies to make studios want to do other video games that you and I enjoy, be good, and not shy away after stuff like the Borderlands movie.